Hey guys, my name is Cougar Draven, and this is Minecraft. Now, in the last episode, let me try that again, I didn't actually say anything there. In the last episode I said I was going to come over here and do a little bit of cleanup and dig out some areas. But instead I have another project, and it's going to be done in 3 parts. So first thing I need to do is go this way a while. Don't exactly know how far because I never wrote it down, but I'm looking for something, and it happens to be this way. So, let's see. Now I've already revealed what the title of this video is going to be, so it won't be a surprise. But there are a couple of mathematical concepts I'm going to discuss. But first things first, I want to find what I'm looking for here. So, give me a second. Oh, where am I? Give me a second, and I'll be right back. Well, alright, sorry guys. I guess what I was looking for isn't where I thought it was going to be. What's a cow doing here? Damn. Alright, well, yeah, I thought there was going to be, I was looking for a skeleton spawner, to be honest. But I will have to do without it. But, no, okay, so, let's drop you guys in here for now. Oh, sorry. So, concept number 1. Rational and irrational numbers. Wow. Huh. Yeah, rational and irrational numbers. It's actually a very simple concept. Rational numbers are numbers which can be expressed in the form of a fraction. Irrational, yes, that's correct. Irrational numbers are ones that can't. That's simple. By the way, just in case anyone's curious, I'm building towards something with this concept. Where the hell? Sorry guys, I appear to have misplaced something. Let me see if I can find it really quick while I explain what the difference is. Okay, so like a rational number. A rational number is, well, of course, any integer. And by integer I mean, oh, there we go. Why the hell are they up there? Damn. Alright, there we go. Any integer is a rational number because it can be expressed as itself over 1. Simple. Further, if I just, yeah, I guess I did. Huh, weird. This is gonna suck. Alright. There's a thing that way. There's a cave I've been to. There's my cave system over there. Still trying to find a skeleton spawner. Maybe that way? Ow. Alright. Let's go downstairs. Get me a couple of stone picks, and we'll hack away at this for a little while. But yeah, I am building towards a concept here. A concept I basically... I was reading a cracked article the other day, and just something about the way it was worded annoyed me a little bit. So I decided, you know, I will talk about this concept in a video, because it's kind of what I do, is talk about things in videos. It's pretty much, actually, exactly what I do, is I make videos, and I talk about things while I make these videos. So, you know what, actually, I better hang on to that, just in case I find something that I need a iron pick to get. Okay. Let's go here for another shot at it. Alright, I'm going towards this mine, because I don't know if I've been there or not. It looks lit up, but I can't be sure. Because there are other areas that I can see that aren't lit up. But, you know. Ow. I'm trying to find a skeleton spawner. I don't really need one, but you know, it'd be nice. But anyway, rational numbers, yeah. Rational numbers, any number that can be expressed as a fraction, like 0.5 can be expressed as 1 over 2. Things like that. Simple stuff. Irrational numbers, by contrast, are numbers that no matter how much you try, you can't get them to be expressed as a fraction of two whole numbers over two integers expressed in a fraction. Like a simple one would be the square root of 2. No matter what you do, it is, you know, it divided by itself will always equal 2, but no matter what, that doesn't mean, for example, that doesn't mean that you can express it as a fraction, because that's not how that works. We getting closer? We are getting closer. Huh. Yeah, still can't tell whether that's that might be the cave system I found last time I was playing. I don't know, because I know that's my cave system down there. I went all through that. I'm just not so sure about that one. But yeah. And the whole thing about irrational numbers is that they never repeat themselves, and they never stop. They are infinitely long, infinitely precise. No matter how precise you get as a matter of calculation, you can never calculate the exact number. Like, you know, if you divide, like for example, 1/3 is a good example of that. 1/3 is expressed as a decimal is just a bunch of 3's repeating. However, it's not irrational because you can describe it as 1 over 3. Also, it's a weird number in that it appears to equal. It also is exactly equal to 1. Not that one. I'm sorry. 3/3. 0.99999 repeating and with no end is exactly equal to 1. Keep digging. I think after I get through with this patch of dirt, there we go. I will drop this right here. I am really getting close. And I really can't tell if this is mine. I don't think so. I really want a skeleton spawner. I'm sure I'll find one eventually. But, you know, it'd just be nice to have one. Okay, yeah, I'm done for now. I don't actually need it. I will continue my search for a skeleton spawner down this line, off camera, and I'll probably find one eventually. But yeah, irrational numbers. They cannot be expressed as fractions. Another one is transcendental numbers. That's going to be the second concept I talk about today. Transcendental numbers, which cannot be expressed algebraically. Now that one's a little more difficult, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop recording really quick, and I'm going to build some stuff off camera so you guys don't have to see me screw up a million times, and then I'll be right back. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, hey guys, it's it's been like 2 hours for me. I had planned on building something fairly impressive way over there on the other side where the original house was going to be, but that'll have to wait. I ended up digging out a good chunk of this, but that took me a while too. And in the end, I'm smelting a whole bunch of it into glass for something over there. This is gonna end up being a short episode, guys. I'm sorry. I intended to have it be a longer episode, but things got away from me, and I ended up kind of screwing up pretty severely. My cow farm kind of got broken. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to fix that. Won't take too much effort, but it'll be a pain in the ass. But anyway, where was I? Oh yes, this is I guess going to be a multi-part series because I'm not done talking about it, and I still have to reveal that thing. But let's talk about what I've got over here. I'm not the best at artistry, sorry, but what we've got is pi. 3.14 3.14159265358 blah 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 blah. As a matter of fact, my graphing calculator here only goes 2654, so it actually goes to 535 and it renders it out to 4. So pi, everyone's favorite number, and the reason why I started doing why I decided to do this video, specifically the way I'm doing it. Pi is an interesting number, I'll admit that. It is irrational. It is also transcendental, non-algebraic, meaning it cannot be represented as the root of an algebraic expression. Like there is no expression at all. Like for instance, the square root of 2 is, as I've said before, the square root of 2 is an irrational number, but it's not transcendental because it can be expressed as the root of an algebraic equation. There is no algebraic equation that can result in pi. And you might be thinking, what about 2 pi r? You know, the radius of a circle, blah blah blah. That's not actually an algebraic equation. It's just a constant. For any given circle C, the diameter of said circle will be, or I'm sorry, the circumference of the circle will be 2 pi times the radius. Incidentally, that's what a radian is. A radian is if you took a string that was the length of the radius and tried to stretch it out along the circumference of the circle. A radian is I don't know if that's right. No, that's not right. Basically there are 2 pi radians in every circle. And so divide that by 360. Each one is no wait, hold on. I have that backwards. There we go. No, that's definitely backwards. I don't know. I don't remember what each one is. Okay, there we go. Each radian is about 57 degrees. I realize that's not interesting at all. It is to me. But yeah, so I built a pi out of blue stained glass. I've got something else out of the fog limit over there that I'm building, and it's not the greatest, to be honest. I would have liked for it to be better, and I was going to originally show it off and discuss some things, but instead this is going to be about pi, which is just as good because that's the entire point of it. So pi, let me go do some stuff. Pi seems to be everyone's favorite number. The entire reason I was reading a Cracked article which was talking about things that science supposedly can't explain, and it mentioned the fact that pi. It basically mentioned something about pi that turns out to be a fundamental property of irrational and transcendental numbers. The fact that pi never repeats means that it oh yes, I expanded my stories a little bit. The fact that pi never repeats means that it will always no. Oh, don't actually look at that yet. Here? No, it's not here. I don't know what I did with all those sticks. But anyway, somebody I've seen the point made that because pi is transcendental, specifically, or because it is because of the nature of the number itself. I don't remember what the justification is, but due to something about pi, blah 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 blah, clearly, and then clearly it explains some hidden thing about the world, about the universe, like in Contact, where at the end of Contact, Jodie Foster's character uh, discovers that there's a hidden meaning in pi that describes a circle in, rows of zeros and ones. And the article I was reading theorized that because pi is infinite, eventually you'll find a sequence of numbers that could translate to anything in the universe. And yeah, fucking duh. That's kind of the point of a that is kind of the point of a transcendental number. Uh, all transcendental numbers will work like that because that's just the way they are. Uh, in fact, any irrational number, well, not all transcendental numbers. There are some transcendental numbers that are actually quite specific, like I can't remember the name of it, but there is a number. They're constructed numbers, but they do exist. So I guess not all rational numbers, but an infinitely uncountable number of them, because that's just the way things work. Like Euler's number, the base of all natural logarithms, is about 2.72. Is that about right? Yeah, 2.718. I believe it starts at 2.718281828. I don't believe it continues at that point, because if it were repeating after that point, then you could express it as a fraction. But I don't believe that's the case. I don't know if that's the case. So let me just okay, and then all right. Huh. I don't know. I'm not 100% good at this whole thing, but I don't believe that Euler's constant, or Euler's, the number is repetitive in that way, because it's been proven to be transcendental. So obviously it can't be. But most irrational numbers, I will say most, because there are an infinite number of transcendental numbers due to the way that numbers work. But many irrational numbers and many transcendental numbers work the same way. And they will all contain, like you could take pi and you could count it out, and eventually, you will pull out a strings of zeros and ones that if you plugged it into a computer would give you the Java bytecode for Minecraft. I'll say that right now. It's 100% certain that eventually that's going to happen. However, it's also 100% certain, shut up sheep, it's also 100% certain that you could do that with, say, any number that is infinitely long and does not repeat. Or almost any number, because again, if it's a non-constructed number, like there's a number which is basically 0.12345678910111213. Basically, it's you take each cardinal integer and concatenate it onto the previous number. It's an interesting concept, but I don't think anybody else would actually. It's an interesting concept to me. I'll be honest. I'm a super math geek nerd. I love numbers. I love them. So numbers are great. And I don't know. I wanted to do a video about numbers because numbers are awesome. And I ended up getting distracted and trying to find a skeleton spawner. And then when I realized I wasn't going to be able to find a skeleton spawner, I mined out a significant chunk of the mountain up here. Let me head up here. Did I go past it already? Yeah, I went past it already. See, I mined out a significant chunk of the mountain up here. And then I went down there and, oh, shit. I went down there, mined some sand, went over there, built something shoddily, broke my cow thing, and I built a pie that you can see from over here. And it took me all in all just over, I'll say about 2.5 hours. I was originally planning on recording next week's video tonight too, but I'm starting to understand that Minecraft is not something you can really pre-record. So I might not do that. It's already 11:38 and I do need to get some sleep tonight. As a matter of fact, I've been sitting here talking for about 10 minutes. Thanks for listening if you have. If you haven't, whatever, it doesn't hurt me none. Well, shit, need a new pick. If you haven't been listening, whatever. I'm not overly hurt by it. Let me put stained glass in here. But yeah, I will see you guys next week. So until then, have a good time. Take it easy. All those fun things. And yeah, like I said, I'll see you next week. Until then, my name is Driven, and this has been Minecraft. Peace.